Things I am not buying this year. Maybe you're like me, and over the last couple of years, you've realized that trends, marketing, and mindless consumerism have slowly been dictating your spending habits. And that's okay because same here. But this year, I am trying to make some changes and reflect on my spending patterns in order to be more mindful and intentional with my money, my energy, and the things that I choose to bring into my life. So if you're on the same journey, or whether you found me through my no buy month video, or this is your first time stumbling across my channel, welcome or welcome back. I'm Carla. Let's get into it. The first thing I'm not buying this year is trends, and that's because they go as fast as they come, and there's always something new, whether it's the new Stanley Cup color, the new Owalas, the beaded sardine bag, the Labubus, the list goes on and on. But 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, anything that I've bought that's been a trend, I either regret, it later turns into clutter, and ultimately just ends up being a waste of money. And to be honest, a lot of the times it's not even aligned to what I really value. So I'm really trying to make an effort to pause, remove that sense of urgency from things that are trending, and reflect on all the times that I've regretted buying trending things. And also doing a whole no buy month has really been teaching me to pause and reflect before buying something, because a lot of the times we don't even give ourselves the time to take a second, let some days go by, maybe the trend passes altogether, and you don't feel like you're just constantly trying to keep up with what's trending. The second thing is wishful products, also known as miracle products that promise you the glowiest skin, the most voluminous, healthy hair, all those things that we romanticize and think are going to be miracle products instead of just sticking to realistic routines that work for us. And trust me, I have made this mistake over and over and over again, thinking that a specific skincare product is going to be the thing that just takes my skin to a whole new level, especially through the years where I was dealing with some of the worst acne of my life. And I spent so much money and so much time on honestly just crap that didn't work for my sensitive, acne-prone skin because of falling into the trap of thinking the next best thing out there is what's gonna make all the difference. And let me hold your hand when I tell you that it's not. It's okay to have simple routines, to buy the same product or lotion that you bought for the last 5 years that you love and that works for you. You don't always need to be switching things out. Stick to what you love and to what you know works best for you. I am sticking to my ride or dies this year, and I'm just not gonna stray. Next up, we have low quality clothes and accessories, because the fast fashion burnout is real. And yes, even though nicer products can be more expensive, in the long run, they're gonna last you so much longer. And because they are higher ticket items, you're probably gonna buy less of them and be a lot more intentional when picking them out. And I think that that's so much more beneficial than just buying loads and loads of affordable and low quality things that tarnish, create, again, more clutter in your closet. Maybe you don't even feel great wearing them. I know that I've had items in my closet that I genuinely don't know why they were still there. I hated how they looked on me. They didn't feel good. And also, as I'm getting older, there's this constant battle between wanting to be trendy and then wanting to be sophisticated and elegant. Tell me if that's something that happens to you too. I'm leaning a lot more towards the just being sophisticated and elegant, but in that quest, I definitely want to choose fewer and better pieces because I want to love everything that I reach for. I don't just want to have random purses, random clothes in my closet anymore. Next up, we have hair heat tools. As someone with basically pin straight hair, I am lucky in the sense that I don't need to straighten my hair. I genuinely actually don't do anything to my hair. I don't even own a straightening rod. I have an old curling iron that a friend gifted me, I think 10 years ago, that still works. I maybe use heat on my hair 2 times a year. And with the new wave of Dysons and all these really cool thermal brushes, I've been this close to buying some of those, and I'm so glad that I haven't. And I'm also trying not to fall into buying them at all this year either, because it's taken me a long time to get my hair healthy. I actually, many years ago, used to have balayage blonde hair. I know, crazy considering how it is now. And it's one of the best things that I did was to go back to my natural hair color and not have to treat it and dye it and not only spend money on it, but also just basically slowly ruin it and then need to buy products to try to maintain it healthy instead of just letting it be in its natural state, because heat damage leads to more products and then a whole maintenance loop to undo the damage that you've done. So instead of thinking about it as restriction, reframe it and that it's more about taking care of your hair. And the last thing is I am not buying a new car or a car at all this year. I've mentioned this in some of my other videos, but I currently do not own a car. And in this current chapter of my life, it is one of the biggest blessings. I do not like driving. That is something that I'm trying to work on. Luckily for me, and I know that this is not the case for everybody, I do live in a city where I can walk. I've always tried working close to where I can commute easily without needing a car. So that's been a big reason why I can even do this in the first place. And it may be something that changes in the future when I need one to get around, but as of now, I don't need one. And even though society can make me feel sometimes that I should have a car, it's truly not a real need right now. It's just something else that is not an expense and I get to get my steps in. So to me, it's a win-win. And if I can continue not having to pay for a car, pay for car insurance, help the environment, all those things for as long as I can, and as long as my lifestyle and my situation allows me to, then I won't get a car. And just to say that these are my own personal choices. I know that everyone's life needs and priorities are so completely different, and it's not about rules and restrictions, but rather taking a moment and looking at your own habits to further understand the why behind the things you choose to bring into your life. And if this video resonated with you, please don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you're into designing a life that you love and being more intentional along the way. Also, I just want to say the biggest thank you from the bottom of my heart. We just hit over 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I know it may not seem like a lot to some people, but it truly, guys, it really truly means the world to me. I started with 0 subscribers back in March of last year, and it seemed like almost an impossible goal at times, just posting into a void. So whether you're new here or if you've seen my face often, either way, thank you so much for taking time out of your precious day to spend it with me. I can't even express how grateful I am. So thank you so much, and I hope to catch you in one of my next videos.